Majak is a Sudanese refugee who came to Australia when he was 12. When he made his AFL debut a decade later, he became a trailblazer for footballers of African descent. Lindsay came to the AFL from Mallee Park Peckers, a remote South Australian football club that's an established stepping stone for Aboriginal players. His ties to this country are older than the game itself. I'm Warwick Green from AFL Players, and we're here at Arden Street Oval to talk to these two North Melbourne footballers as part of our series, In Two Minds.
Yeah, I've been friends with Lindsay now. Going into my 7th season, so I've known him for a while. Just through the interactions of obviously being a player and a teammate at the club, but more so the work we do through the huddle. And I know he's a pretty passionate Indigenous person, and I'm really passionate about my community, so that's something we share.
I think when Madge first got to the footy club, he was pretty raw, and everyone wanted to know about Madge and his background and his heritage, and he fitted in actually pretty well at the start, and he's just developed into a super person, and the stuff he's doing, not just at the footy club but away from the footy club, it's a credit to him.
A couple of years ago, a few of my teammates and Lindsay, we went over to Port Lincoln, to his hometown, and I think his local footy club over there is called Mallee Park.
The boys absolutely loved it. I took them down to my local footy club, which is an all Aboriginal family club, and Majak loved it. He learnt new things, but not just Madge, the other boys as well. So definitely an experience that I'm sure they'll cherish and they loved for sure.
Yeah, I've been to his house a few times, and it's funny, like his little daughters, they come here, they're a bit shy, don't know whether to say hi or not, but when they go home, apparently Lindsay reckons they speak about me, because obviously I stand out from the rest, but yeah, he's a proud family man.
I've met a few of his brothers that's come down the footy club. My kids love him. They were a bit scared of him at the start, but they've kind of got used to him, but he's a very nice guy, Madge. He's like a teddy bear, if you could say. He's very friendly, but I've said to Madge, I'd love to go and just go around his house and sit down and just listen to their conversations, because it's very intriguing. Like I said, me and Majak's cultures are very similar, so it'd definitely be up there on the cards. So hopefully one day I can experience something like that for sure.
So the work I do, I'll do a bit of work with the huddle and also with the AFL with my ambassador role. So we cross over a little bit sometimes. I've seen Lindsay in the huddle and working with some of the kids, and it's interesting how you see your teammates outside of the footy environment. I can say he's a real leader of his community, and he's a very proud man, and the way he carries himself, I think a lot of Indigenous kids look up to him.
I've heard some great reports with the way Majak engages in the communities, and it's a credit to him, because obviously he's very passionate of his culture and where he comes from, and for him to give back to that community, or his multicultural community, is something he's passionate about, and it's something that I'm passionate about too. So it's a full credit to him. He's been doing it since day one, and from all reports he's doing a great job.
I think he'd have me covered in the first 50 metres, but I think it takes me a while to get going. But yeah, I think I'd be able to just beat him.
Majak would burn me off, yeah, for sure. You could just see in his body, he's just an athlete, a natural-born athlete. So I think Majak can have that one for sure.
Weightlifting, dumbbell.
Not even close to Majak.
Whiting.
I'll dominate him for sure.
Suit and tie.
I think Majak fancies himself as the fashion king, but so do I, but I'll give it to him. I'll give it to Madge.